Hello! Today we're going to do Module 5, Lesson 3. Our objective today is that we're going to specify and partition a whole into equal parts, identifying and counting unit fractions by drawing pictorial area models.
Message 4. Watson.
Of course I get a cell phone text, you know. Okay, here we go. Now, Marcos has a 1-liter container of milk. He is going to share with his mother, father, and sister at dinner. Draw a picture to show how Marcos must share the container of milk so that all 4 of them get the same amount of milk. What fraction of the milk does each person get? Okay, so it is not asking us to write a sentence. It's asking us to draw a picture. So when you draw a picture, now we could draw a gallon kind of a thing, or we could draw like those tall cardboard ones. I think that would be the easiest to picture what we're doing. So let's draw this one, and they kind of go, whoops, found my pencil again. Come back. There it is. They kind of go up like that, don't they? They're sealed right here. Okay, so this part right here doesn't usually have milk in it, does it? Now, I have to draw one so that his mother gets some, father, sister, and him. So I have to divide it into 4s. Okay, so to 4 parts. So that could be his mother. This one can be his father. This one can be his sister. And this one can be Marcos. Whoa. When I look at that, look how much Marcos gets. Do you think that his sister is going to be okay with him getting more than her? I don't think so. I think we better make sure that we're equal, or at least pretty darn close, don't you think? Because everybody wants the same amount. Okay, if I find my whole thing, I'm just going to start fresh. Okay, try it again. This time, let's make sure to be as equal as possible. Okay, now I'm going to draw these dots. When I find the pencil again. Okay, now I'm going to be a little more careful. There's his mother, his father, and sister, and Marcos. That's a little bit better, isn't it? Okay, what fraction of milk does each person get? Well, how many parts did we divide it into? We divided it into 4 parts, and how much would Marcos get? Marcos would get 1 part of the 4th, right? 1 part of 4. So we can write it this way, 1 part of 4. Now, we call this 1/4. You need to make sure you spell this correctly, or it does not mean the same thing. So 1/4, spell it correctly. Okay, moving on. Now, let's say I have a rectangle piece of paper, and I fold it right here. What did I divide it into? How many parts? 2 parts. What is one of these parts? Or what if I shade one of this? Then we have 1 part of 2. 1 part of 2 is called a what? It's called a half. Right? Okay, now, let's say I take that same piece of paper. Okay? And now I've folded it in half. I've taken this and I've put it over here. Folded it in half, and then I fold it in half again. So when I unfold it, this is what I see. This is what I see. I've got a fold line here, and I have a fold line here, and I have a fold line here. Okay? What did I make? I divided it into how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts. What would one of these parts be called? If I shaded in 1, I have 1 of these. What would I do? I would write down 1/4. Okay, my brain's getting a little bit faster than my teaching. Okay, now, that being said, what if I have a parallelogram? See if I can draw a parallelogram. So I have a parallelogram, okay, and it is divided into these parts. Now I want to know how many, if I shade in this many parts, there we go, get things to catch up. There we are. Now, what did I make? Well, how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts. How many are shaded in? 1, 2, 3. I made 3/4. Right? Okay. Now, a fractional unit is what we're going to be calling this. What fractional unit did I break it into? Instead of saying how many parts, I need to be more specific, and I'm going to start saying fractional unit. Okay, write that down. So, this is a fractional unit, this is a fractional unit, this is a fractional unit, this is a fractional unit. It's a fancy way of saying part or partition. We thought partition was all fancy, but a partition is only this many. Okay, now, so here's a partition, 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 part, 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 fractional unit, fractional unit, fractional unit. Same thing, fancier word. Okay, now, that's what I want. New picture. I am making a rhombus. My rhombus looks like this. It is partitioned or divided into parts or fractional units. And this one shaded in. So, how many fractional units is it divided into? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are shaded? What is my answer? My answer is 1/4 is what this picture shows. Okay? Now, do another one. This time I'm drawing a long, skinny rectangle. I'm dividing it here. Oops, as soon as I find this pencil again. Goodness gracious, what a day for this. Okay, now I'm dividing this here, I'm dividing this here, I'm dividing this here. I'm getting my highlighter, and I'm going to shade in the parts that are shaded. I start drawing and I lose the pencil. Okay, come back. Okay, we gotta find our pointer. We just, whoops, play from this one. Alright, computer. It's complaining because it's a Monday morning. Even computers don't like to start school Monday morning. Okay, so here's my box. How many fractional units is it divided into? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many are shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What does my picture show? It shows 5/8. Okay, that's kind of fun. Alright, let's do another one. Ooh, this is a great one. Okay. So here's this. Whoa! Oh my goodness, you did not expect that now, did you? Okay. Kind of looks like part of it. It looks like a clover you could find. Okay, now, these are shaded. So, what is how many fractional units do I have in my 3-leaf clover? 1, 2, 3. How many are shaded? 2. So, this picture shows 2/3. It's kind of a funny picture, isn't it? Okay, now, you need to look, when you do this, you count first how many fractional units or parts or partitions it is made into. Then you count the number of things that are shaded. And you put that on the top because that tells us like 2 parts of 3. Okay? And then you can write the answer. we write it this way, we can write it this way. This is the word version of the number version. Okay? All right, good luck with your homework. I'll see you soon.